Good morning, familia, spirit familia. If you are new here, my name is Estefania, but you can call me Steph, not Step. And this channel is called Spirit Led Steph because I'm here to be led by the Spirit, to speak what comes through me, to share what's on my heart, to be true to who I am in this moment, what's showing up for me, what's showing up in my mind. And speaking of being led by the Spirit, this is the new place that I am moving into. Officially, I'm starting to bring a little things in. Tomorrow, they bring the furniture and everything. And I'm just watching my mind because I know when I chose this place, it was green flags all the way through. It was such a big yes to my heart in so many different aspects, right? That you know that there's work being behind this. Like so many things that were made for you. And yet, right? The Course in Miracles is teaching us that we have a split mind. We have an egoic mind and we have a spirit mind. We have a mind of fear, of discomfort, of doubt, and then we have a mind of love, of wholeness, of gratitude, of grace. And it's just so interesting when you make a move, when you start expanding. I mean, the first expansion always starts in the mind, right? In the spiritual eye, in the connection that we have to the divine. In the mind is the first place, right? Because that's the real cause of everything around us. And then it may occur that in the physical, in the form, in the projection of what we're seeing, things get reflected. And we have the opportunities to make choices that are led by the Spirit, that are led by our enthusiasm, that are led by love, right? Even if they're scary. Because love is not trying to keep you safe. It keeps you safe already. 222. It keeps you safe already. It takes you towards the things that expand you more, that test your belief in safety so that you can truly know and experience that you are safe beyond all the things of the world, beyond this body. And so I say all of this because I'm like, coming in, I'm leaving stuff little by little, organizing my closets because it was given that I have more time to just, take it easy. Focus, but take it easy in the move. It doesn't have to be stressful. There's this idea that moving has to be stressful, that's what it is. And we give it this definition and it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. And when we trust the Spirit and when we trust ourselves to be led, it unfolds with grace. Time is not of concern. There are things you have to do in the days, in time, to take care of, but it'll all be taken care of. It'll all be guided in the moment so that you take care of that next thing, so that you make that next call. Maybe that person will call you. That's happened a bunch to me. I'm thinking, I have to get that done at some point, I might be caught up in something. And then the actual person calls me and takes care of it. So the mind is one. This is all happening for us. And I know I was trying to get something. Oh, right. Get to something. In the mind, I'm coming in here, I'm moving in. And what's happening? I'm like, I can see how the, doubt thoughts creep in. And then like, oh, this should be better. Or I didn't see this. And all criticisms or complaints. And yes, those are things that if there's something that can be changed about it that was arranged, then I just have to communicate that. That doesn't mean that this is not the place for me. That doesn't mean actually this place is inviting me to communicate that. And so it's so interesting because the mind, you'll make a decision for you, an expansive decision, a decision you feel completely guided towards. And yet, when you're there, 444, the ego will creep in. What is the ego? Not some person outside of you, right? Not some creature, no. It is the part of our mind that doubts. It is the part of our mind that believes it's separate from God. Because if it believed it was fully with God, it would completely experience wholeness. It wouldn't exist. It's the part of our minds that believes that we are separate from God, that death is real, that safety is in the things of the world, that what makes us happy is outside of us. It is the great detourer, right? The great confuser. What would I say? Like the great distraction, the great distractor. The great distractor. Because at the end, who we are truly can never be affected, can never be touched, harmed. We are invulnerable. Our essence is absolutely invulnerable, and yet we may believe otherwise because our mind has that power. That's the power that we're given, to choose truth or to choose illusion. And while we're in illusion, many times we don't even know we're choosing. And that's the great wake up. That's the call to awakening. That's the call to be more of who you are, of discovering that. And so, yeah, being here, I'm like, okay, let me watch my mind. Let me see what's going on. And if I really think about it, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for being here, for the treatment that I've gotten, for the complete, like, I want to say like spiritual red carpet, in the sense like, guys, I didn't have to show my credit. I didn't have to show my, like, there was so much that was not asked of me here. And I have great credit. And it's not about credit. It's basically, that's it. Oh, I just got like this thought. I feel like Jesus is like, because it's never about the credit. Credit doesn't define you. I define you. God defines you. Love defines you. So trust that where I will lead you, you will be taken care of. Trust that where I lead you, like, these things won't matter. I will break with all those concepts. I will break with all those rules. And yes, you may have doubts. That's why you're in the experience that you are. That's why the dream feels so real to you. And yet, you have awakened. You are calling out for love to reach you in every place, in everything, to remind you that miracles do exist, to remind you that you are a child of God, of love, of light. And only through your experiences can you start waking up to that. Being open, being surrendered is what allows us to experience the miracle. The miracle is a shift in mind, right? From fear to love, from that egoic mind to the mind of spirit, to the mind of love. When we have that internal shift, not because we tell ourselves theoretically that that's a good shift, no, because we experience it, we feel it. You know, it has become what's happening, and it is visceral. That experience just reconfirms everything for us, reconfirms our path, reconfirms this trust, this union, this divine union, this relationship that is calling us to believe in it, that is calling us to say, rest here. You know, yes, things will get tricky, seemingly. Yes, you're gonna believe in things that aren't true. Yes, and yet, I am always here. I, the Spirit. I, God. I, love, eternal, unconditional, overarching, all-powerful love. am always here with you in everything that you do. You must be just willing to give me the space to enter because I'm a part of you. So you giving me the space, it's like that well that I'm talking about, that fountain, that's within us and it's given to us. And the moment that we have that willingness to experience that love, to give that love, to come from a place of truth to ourselves in authenticity, we will naturally overflow. We will naturally give. It will be inevitable. And in that inevitability, we will also experience it. We will be giving it. We will be given it as we give it. 10-10, as I say that. Yeah, like, it's always a gift to ourselves. The Course in Miracles is telling us giving and receiving are one and the same. We believe in this world that giving is like, I don't know, giving a gift or giving a piece of clothing or giving, and when you give something, then you lose it. Or, there's one less. That as I give, there's less of what I've given because I've given it away. And of course, Jesus' love is teaching us, that's not how it works. That's not how love works. The more you give it, the more it multiplies. When you give it, you receive it, and therefore give more. And it's just an unending cycle. And beyond that, when you give it, it reaches people, minds, places that you can't imagine. Because love is taking care of it. And it's not for you to know or to take care of or to be responsible for. Your only responsibility, this is such a beautiful part, your only responsibility is to accept the truth now, to choose again now. When those doubt thoughts come creeping up, even after following guidance, even after having the evidence around you, your mind, your gremlin, inner gremlin, that part that sabotages, all with the intention of keeping you falsely safe, right, will show up, will creep up, will do all it can to grasp onto anything, like a tantruming child. And it will try to take away this moment from you, this grace, the lesson that is here, the miracle that is here to bless you. It is taken away because doubts come in, complaints, criticism, not enough, needs to be better. What was I thinking? Maybe I made it. All this talk comes in. And who is it serving? What good is it doing anybody? If anything, that kind of, those thoughts, because the thing is that it's not really giving power to it if you can recognize the thought and you're like, okay, this is something I feel something about, I will communicate it, right? Especially if it's stuff that can change. But like Eckhart Tolle says, if it's something you can't really change or get changed, then it's so much about the posture, the way you come towards something. If there's something that you can change, then how will you communicate the desire for that change? What space, internal space, will you come from to get that change? And then if it's something you can't change, then what's your choice? To keep ruminating? I say this even for me, yeah? Like, everything I speak of is my relationship to what's going on in my life, and yet I share it because I know it's not just for me. I know that our minds are connected. I know that we are one. And we are one in our joys like we are in our discomforts and our doubts. And so it's so important to walk together. We walk together and we trust deeper. And we do this and we look at our mind. And even in situations like this where the blessing is in front of you, watch, notice how you will, it may happen, like it's only normal that it does, that things will creep in about certain things not being how you thought, or you even doubting your decision, the decision that Spirit led you to. So, yeah, let's be aware. Let's be aware. Let's be in gratitude for where we are now, for what's here for us now, for what's showing up for us now. Because now is where the miracle is. It's not in what will come, in how this will look, in how that relationship will be, in how that job will be, and how when I get accepted to. No, the miracle is here because it starts in the mind. And the mind is taking you wherever you go. We think we're taking our mind because we imagine the mind to be in the brain. And I do point at it many times because symbolically it helps. But truly, the mind is all of this. It's like this huge generator of a projection of these images. And we are playing a part in that. In the great healing of the mind that believes it's separate from God. And it's all a path, a step forward to remembering, I am one with God. I am whole already. I've been given wholeness. I've been given love already. How do I know it? Because I can choose and give it. I don't need to wait upon it anywhere. And everyone's experience of how they get to that love and how they experience it is going to be different. Every curriculum, every script will be different. That's why it's for you. That's why the specifics between you and spirit, between you and the universe, between you and what God has for you to live, to enjoy, to heal, to awaken from, all of that is part of your script. And only you can know. So the ride, the adventure, the connection, and the relationship with spirit and how it's going to look physically in your world is what's the word I'm looking for? Is particular to you. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it is yours and nobody else's. And that's the beauty, because it invites us to deeper trust. We can't look at the neighbor and say like, oh, that's what they did, so maybe that's what I should do. No, that's not how it works. But there may be instances where certain things can inspire you, and then it can bring you into deeper communication and prayer. Like, what am I to do here? I trust. Show me the next step. Make it obvious. Make it obvious. And so 3 weeks ago, friends, I didn't know where I would be, and now I'm here. And let's see how long it lasts. Let's see what things unfold while I'm in this space. But all I can really, really feel and express right now is that I am grateful. Let's all be grateful for what's showing up. 3 weeks ago, I didn't know I'd be here, and yet gratitude was still a part of like, I know you've got me. I know I'm figuring this out. And I'm so thankful to be where I am and to go deeper into trust and to experience the miracles. A Course in Miracles is a course in miracles. It's many, so that we can be affirmed. We can confirm again and again this divine union, because Jesus knows, God knows, the Spirit knows really how much training, mind training we're gonna need. How much of an illusion it's up against. And it really is up against nothing, because it is an illusion. And yet we believe so much in it. And so we give ourselves grace. There are moments where we feel fully connected to the divine, one. And there are moments where it's step by step. And so coming from such a huge awakening myself, and then starting to integrate back into life and using spiritual teachings like the Course in Miracles, which for me is my foundation, and using a teacher and guide like Jesus, a presence of love, a mind of love, to guide me back to God, to truth, to divine union, is huge in being able to get practical about this awakening journey. And to take away guilt, because guilt in any form is the biggest trap that we fall into when we make decisions, when we choose, when we're awakening. Even before that, it's been guiding our lives subconsciously, but now we're conscious of it, and now it's coming up. And That's why the mind watching is so important. That's why being vigilant to the truth in you, to God, is so important. You hold the key. I hold the key. Together, we hold the key. 2002. Let's do this. We got this. It was my birthday this weekend, and so I haven't made a lot of videos since. And I will be moving, so I don't know when I'll be making the next one. But there's a lot of inspiring messages, a lot of things moving through me, even with doubts and other aspects and things that are just coming up, calling me to deeper trust. Yeah, I trusted and now I'm here, and now it's like, oh, new lesson in trust. And I'm like, damn. So when that comes through, I will be sharing that, but just want to thank you all for being here, for joining me. And if you made it this far, let's put a pink heart. Put whatever you'd like, but I'm feeling the pink heart. That's the first thing that came to mind. And we walk together. We got this. Put a pink heart and write, we got this, because that's it. All right, till next time.